Melvin Jackson tells us more.
At the close out of the workshop, Awani advised that as elected chairmen and leaders of councils, it behoves on them to institute governance that is transparent, accountable, and responsible to their people. The permanent secretary said that the two-day impactful workshop explored critical aspects of effective leadership, governance best practices, collaboration strategies, and approaches to addressing local challenges. She advised them to share insights and experiences gained to drive transformation in their respective local government areas.
This training, is transformational leadership and accountability training, and I know that even as the local government chairman, their vice and others who attended the workshop, even when they go back, the workshop impacted positively on their lives, as they can attest to it. It will make them to be accountable in everything they are doing. Whatever they learned in the training, they should bring the knowledge back to the LGAs so that the LGAs will work effectively, and then move the LGAs forward.
Guest lecturers taught on awareness and understanding of due process in accountability, innovating for inclusive local government development leadership, taking ownership, crisis management, open house and evaluation, ethics and professionalism, as well as teamwork and impactful service, common considerations and recommendations.
You're forming a team that can be strong because you are not yet together. But eventually, when you saw the task and you said, oh, this task is for everybody, we want to get this building, we better get our hearts right. So you started to advise yourself. So that is what we started to form a normative way to create that structure.
Person that understands the technicalities is at the bill of the chairman. That person does not sign any document. The chairman is only protecting himself to be efficient. Check this document for me whether they are compliant with the law, whether they are compliant with the process, whether it's compliant. So the chairman will sign. You are the chairman tomorrow. You would not want anything that can destroy your political future.
Some of the participants spoke about the gains of the time out.
Just like the Bible says that he collect, he equip. So for the fact that these people have given us the responsibility and also tutor us through this training platform, it means that we are ready. And I'm telling you, as we proceed out of this place, the task for River State is one that is set to go.
Lecture or the workshop is very impactful. All the presentations made were very wonderful. The essence is to improve on our leadership, improve on our performance, and also enhance our accountability and transparency to the people.
Today educated us that we are the right people for the grassroots, and I think that's what I take home. And I thank God that the deputy leader and the leader and the vice, their roles are the spell out, and they have learned so many things. I believe that we are going there to do teamwork and make our local government moving forward.
Melvin Jackson, Rstv News.
The River State Contributory Health Protection Program, Rstv, has put the number of enrollees at 110,000 across the 23 local government areas. Chairman of Rstv, Professor Chris Chike, made this known while briefing newsmen at the end of the board's inaugural meeting in Port Harcourt. Doris Thomas Morrison now reports.
Professor Chike stated that the National Health Insurance Agency, which is partnering with them, is also emphasizing that nobody will be enrolled without the national identification number and called on citizens to enroll into the program using their name and other relevant documents. He disclosed that the board is set to unbundle secondary care with the help of the universal health care coverage. Professor Chico said health workers at the local government level expected to also live up to standard by ensuring that when patients and their relatives come to their facilities, they are effectively handled and taken care of through experts.
We are trying to inform the public, those residing in River State, that we have hit the ground running. From last year when they commenced until when the board was officially inaugurated last month by the administrator, His Excellency Rear Admiral Ibok Ebas. We in this board have resolved to make sure that the universal health coverage is covered and that Rivers people or anybody living here benefits from it. As we speak to you, over 110,000 enrollees have been recorded in River State across the 23 local government areas. We are ensuring that those who are at the ends of our tentacles are also living up to standard. We're expecting that health workers will also live up to standard. to make sure that when patients and their relatives come to their facilities, they are effectively handled and taken care of.
The chairman therefore encouraged local government chairmen to also sensitize indigenous people of their LGAs to enroll in the Rivers State Contributory Health Protection Program. Doris Stamps Morrison, Rstv News.
Port Harcourt is hosting the 55th Scientific Conference and Annual General Meeting of the Nutrition Society of Nigeria, tagged Port Harcourt 2025 at the Obiwale International Conference Center. Nnamdi Olumini reports that the theme of the event is Advancing Maternal, Infant and Young Child Nutrition in Nigeria, Innovations and Strategic Partnerships for Sustainable Impact.
Presenting an address of welcome at the opening of the event, the President Nutrition Society of Nigeria, Professor Salusi Abubakar, said the conference provides a unique opportunity to reflect, share evidence, and chart actionable pathways to ensure that all Nigerian mothers, infants, and children are adequately nourished. He described the theme of the conference as timely as Nigeria continues to face the burden of malnutrition in all forms, noting that addressing the challenges requires not only evidence-based strategies, but also bold innovations and strategic collaborations among relevant stakeholders. According to him, the Nutrition Society of Nigeria acknowledges the support and commitment of the federal government in improving the indices of maternal, infant, and young child nutrition in Nigeria.
Let us commit in translating all the knowledge that are going to be shared and for the concrete actions that will let us live in Port Harcourt with individual commitments and practical solutions that ensure optimal nutrition and health of all Nigerians.
Chairman of the occasion and Commissioner for Health, Rivers State Dr. Adeze Ore, said the commitment of the Nutrition Society of Nigeria towards ensuring adequate nutrition in children and mothers is commendable, noting that the outcome of the conference will enhance local food production and fight malnutrition while calling for adequate funding.
As we embark on this conference, I urge each and every one of you to actively engage in discussions, share your knowledge and your experiences, collaborate on actionable solutions. Let us seize this opportunity to forge new partnerships, develop innovative strategies, and commit to a future where prevalent malnutrition becomes a thing of the past.
In her keynote lecture, Professor Henrietta Eno Obang of the Department of Human Nutrition and Dietetics, University of Calabar, said adequate nutrition for children and mothers is not just a health but a development issue, and enjoying relevant stakeholders to employ technology in food processing and storage to avoid wastage.
Really employ technology so that information will reach the target population, and also using technology in terms of food processing and preservation so that we don't waste our.
There were goodwill messages from the Chairman Board of Trustees of the Nutrition Society of Nigeria, His Royal Highness Mohammed Sanusi, and the Aliko Dangote Foundation, and others. Topics to be discussed at the week-long event were driving sustainable maternal, infant, and young child nutrition in Nigeria, harnessing innovations, partnership, and local solutions, food fortifications awareness and perception among Nigerian households, evidence from multi-state study, and advancing the use of community structures in improving maternal and child nutrition outcome in northern Nigeria. Nnamdi Olumini, Rstv News.
A new brand of soft drink called Rstv has entered the Nigerian market. The launch of this drink in the south and southeast zones of Nigeria marks another milestone for customers' delight. Melvin Jackson takes it from here.
Commercial Director, South and Southeast Ultimum Limited of Razzle Soft Drink, Tonye Briggs, attributed the successful launch of the product to years of resilience and commitment by the organization's leadership. According to Mr. Briggs, the launch marks the commercial expansion of the product, and partners and distributors are already associating with the feat.
Our partners are quite interested, they are quite excited. Our partners understand what our vision is, and they are ready to play along, considering the support we have to give them. So the feedback has been quite exciting and quite encouraging. So it's good for us commercially, and it's going to increase our turnover and also help create business opportunities for the populace of Nigeria who are directly or indirectly linked to Razzle business.
Marketing Director of Ultimum Limited, Toyin Node, said the product will add value to the Nigerian market and serve as choice pool to the numerous consumers, emphasizing that lovers of soft drinks can now add Razzle to their collections.
We are announcing Razzle to the region, the southeast and south-south region of Nigeria, and informing our partners, our consumers and other stakeholders that Razzle is now in their neighborhood. So it's been successful events thus far. Well, of course, beyond these events, we're going to be starting very soon consumer communication across multiple.
Ultimum Limited has officially rolled out its Razzle soft drink brand across the southeast and south-south region, with two major launch events held in Aba, Abia State and Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The colorful event attracted special partners, distributors, wholesalers and retailers from across Rivers, Abia, Cross Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa and Imo States. The launch signals Ultimum Limited's commitment to building a strong distribution network and establishing Razzle as a household name across Nigeria. Melvin Jackson, Rstv News.
The federal government has reintroduced Nigerian history as a compulsory subject in the basic education curriculum to strengthen national identity, unity, patriotism, and responsible citizenship. The Federal Ministry of Education announced the introduction in a statement on its official X handle on Wednesday. For the first time in decades, Nigerian pupils will study history continuously from Primary 1 to JSS 3, while SSS 1 to 3 students will take the new Civic and Heritage Studies, integrating history with civic education. According to the Ministry of Education, the reform is a priceless gift to the nation, reconnecting Nigerian children with their roots while inspiring pride, unity, and commitment to national development. The ministry has released the revised curriculum and will train teachers, provide resources, and strengthen monitoring. Federal government in 2007 launched a new curriculum known as the New Basic Education Curriculum for primary and junior secondary schools. History was removed from primary and junior secondary schools curricula as implemented in the 2009, 2009 and 2010 academic session. Reports say Nigerian Education Research and Development Council announced that it was set to reintroduce history as a subject in primary and junior secondary school curriculum beginning from 2008-2009 academic session rather. You are still watching Rstv News at 3. Do you love and care about Rivers State and our peace? Let's build and take it to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. You can always watch Rstv News live on YouTube and Facebook and Rstv Online. You can also click on our notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And in part 2 after the break, celebrity carpenter finds love after years of being a single father of 8. Gunmen killed 22 people at a baptism ceremony. And in sports, Super Falcons icon on Nome and Ebi hangs books. These and more just after this moment. Stay with us.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Welcome back again to the news. The Nigerian Police Force has disowned a viral public notice circulating on social media announcing a recruitment exercise scheduled to begin on September 22, 2025. The document, titled Nigerian Police Force Recruitment Exercise 2025, invited applications from SSCE, OND, HND, and BSc holders across various disciplines. It also contained a set of general requirements and application procedure which police authorities have now described as fraudulent. According to the fake notice, applicants were expected to be Nigerian citizens by birth and in possession of valid national identification number, stating that candidates must be between 18 and 25 years for SSCE and OND holders, and not more than 28 years for those with HND or BSc qualification. It further claimed that eligible applicants must be physically and mentally fit, have a minimum height of 1.67 meters for males and 1.64 meters for females, and possess at least 5 credits in not more than 2 sittings, including English language and mathematics. The fake notice also warned against membership of secret cults or unlawful societies and emphasized the need for good character and conduct. The forged document went on to outline an application procedure directing candidates to apply through an alleged official Nigerian Police Force recruitment portal starting from September 23rd, 2025. In away from that story, the Nigerian Air Force says air interdictions by the air component of Operation Hadin Kai have killed scores of terrorists and destroyed an insurgent enclave in Borno. In a statement by the Director of Public Relations and Information, NAF, Air Commodore Ehime Ejodame, on Thursday in Abuja. Ejodame said the strikes were conducted on Wednesday at about 10:50 a.m. in Bula, Madibali, Gezuwa general area of the state. He said intelligence and surveillance had confirmed unusual movements at the location where about 45 terrorists were observed, covering some arriving on motorcycles and bicycles in different directions. According to him, reconnaissance also revealed 2 terrorist flags hoisted at the site, underscoring its use as a stronghold and rallying point for insurgents. Ejodame also said that the strikes denied the terrorists freedom to regroup, reinforce, or mount further attacks on communities in the Northeast. He reassured that the armed forces remain committed to restoring peace and stability across the region. Moving on, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Kano State Command, has transferred 450,000 intercepted pills of pregabalin capsules to the National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control for further forensic and regulatory examination. Acting on a Memorandum of Understanding between NDLA and NAFDAC signed on the 24th of November 2024, the Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of the NDLA, Mohammed Buba Marwa, directed the immediate transfer of the drugs to NAFDAC to enable further testing and determination of regulatory status. The NDLA Kano State Strategic Command, under the leadership of ACGN Ahmad, reaffirmed its commitment to synchronize operations and strengthening interagency cooperation in line with the Chairman's agenda. Receiving the items, the NAFDAC coordinator expressed appreciation to the NDLA for adhering to the MOU and assured the NDLA command of NAFDAC's readiness to reciprocate and collaborate on subsequent investigative and regulatory steps. Pope Leo sought to reassure Catholics in his first interview published Thursday that he would not change key doctrine on gay marriage and women deacons after his predecessor's divisive papacy. US-born pontiff elected 4 months ago struck a different tone to outspoken Pope Francis, whose attempts to open the church for the modern era enraged traditionalists. In an interview with Newsmen, Pope Leo, global citizen missionary of the 21st century, admitted that people want the church doctrine to change, but they have to change attitudes before they even think about changing what the church says about any given question. Leo said he shared Francis' desire to welcome everyone into the church, but I don't invite a person in because they are or are not of any specific identity. Now turning to entertainment, foreign stories, gunmen on motorbikes have shot dead 22 people, most of them attending a baptism ceremony in an attack on a village near western Niger. Royal Jacob tells us more.
A resident told the French news agency AFP that 15 people were killed at the ceremony in Talabari region, which borders Mali and Burkina Faso, before moving elsewhere and killing 7 others. Niger's military government has struggled to contain jihadist violence in the region, carried out by groups linked to Al-Qaeda and Islamic State. Niger's authorities have confirmed there was an attack in the area but have not given any casualty figures. Australia, one of the world's biggest polluters per capita, will aim to cut its carbon emissions by at least 62% compared to 2005 levels over the next decade. The nation, which has faced global criticism for its continued reliance on fossil fuels, had previously pledged to reduce greenhouse gases by 43% by the year 2030. The new target is in line with an emission reduction benchmark of between 62% and 70% that was recommended by the Climate Change Authority, a government body which provides climate policy advice. The Prime Minister will confirm the commitment at a meeting of the UN General Assembly in New York later this month.
By a practical plan to get there and built on proven technology. It's the right target to protect our environment, to protect and advance our economy and jobs, and to ensure that we act in our national interest and in the interest of this and future generations.
An immigration judge in the US has ordered the deportation of pro-Palestinian activist Mahmoud Khalil to either Algeria or Syria over claims he omitted information from a green card application. Judge Jamie Comans, based in Louisiana, said Mr. Khalil willfully misrepresented material facts for the sole purpose of circumventing the immigration process. Mr. Khalil, a permanent U.S. resident of Palestinian descent, was a prominent figure during the 2025 Gaza war protests at Columbia University, where he studied. Mr. Khalil, born in Syria and a citizen of Algeria, he was held in an immigration facility in Louisiana for 3 months before a federal judge ruled that he was neither a flight risk nor a threat to his community. Royal Duko, Rstv Foreign News.
Okay, Executive Officer of Sagez the Dew Limited, Moses Amiebe Nomo, popularly known as Celebrity Carpenter, has finally found his missing rib after several years as a single father with 8 children. Alao Dominion tells us more on the entertainment scene.
Ami Benomo finally engaged his wife Princess Aisha, and pictures from the colorful love scene have gone viral on social media. The royal celebrity wedding ceremony comes up in Abuja October 11, 2025, where top celebrities are expected in attendance. The celebrity carpenter has been recognized for using his trade to empower young Nigerians, giving young people access to decent means of livelihood. Nigerian rising star Ice King Okocha has geared up for the release of his debut EP titled I'm Back. The event is slated for September 22, 2025. At just 12 years old, Ice King has captured hearts with his talents, confidence, and unique sound. Ice King Ochoka is the son of renowned real estate mogul King Mohammed Ada Ochoka. The EP features 6 solid tracks, blending Afrobeats with soulful melodies and youthful energy. A decomposed body was found in a car registered by the singer. D4VD has been identified as a missing 15-year-old girl. The police officers discovered the remains of Celeste Rivers inside the boot of impounded Tesla on 8 September after responding to reports of a foul smell at the Hollywood toll yards in Los Angeles. Authorities said both the cause and time of her death remain unknown. Rivers from Lake Ellison in California was 13 at the time of her disappearance and was last seen on 5th April 2024, according to the missing persons flyer cited by CB. Allow Dominion, Rstv Entertainment News.
And just before we sign out, one of the longest serving female footballer in the country, Onome Ebi, has called time on her illustrious career following her announcement yesterday that she was retiring from professional football. We'll give you details of that report in our subsequent bulletin. And that's it on the news at 3. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I am Solomon Nelson. I'll see you again at 7:30. Good afternoon.